and welcome to Beyond the Pew. Christmas is less than a week away, and many of us are very busy getting last-minute Christmas presents, compiling Christmas recipes, making plans with family and friends, and all of these are great things. We all have wonderful Christmas traditions, but in the midst of all the busyness and the craziness, sometimes we tend to forget what Christmas is really about. Now, many of you may be thinking, I know, Jennifer, I've seen the Charlie Brown Christmas movie. I know what Christmas is really about. It's about Jesus being born. It's remembering our Savior coming into the world. But Christmas is really more than just about a birth. And to illustrate this, I want to tell a little bit of a story. A few weeks ago, I played a Bible game with some of my junior high girls, and I put up on the screen, true or false, Jesus was placed in a feeding trough after he was born. And some of the girls were like, well, I know Jesus was placed in a manger, but what's a feeding trough? Is that the same thing? And one of the 6th grade girls raised her hand and she said, oh, I know what a feeding trough is. I raise pigs, and a feeding trough is like this box that they eat out of, and it's really gross. They slobber in it, and they poop and they pee like all over it and all in it. It's really nasty and disgusting and gross. When I explained that yes, a manger is a feeding trough, they were all really shocked because they have this image in their heads about Jesus' little manger is, small and cute with some hay, like for a bed or like a pillow, and that's just not what happened. That he was placed in a box full of animal spit and feces. And this is really important for us to remember because who's Jesus? He's the God of the universe. He's the star breather. He's the one that created galaxies that we have yet to discover. And he desired to become close to us that he lowered himself in such a way that he would become so dependent on another human, becoming dependent on Mary and Joseph, and allow himself to be placed in a place that is the lowest of the low, that's disgusting, that's smelly, it's dirty, it's muddy, it's not sanitary at all, and yet he allowed himself to be humbled in that way, just for us, just to be close to us, just to know us, and to eventually save us when he dies on the cross. He allowed himself to come into the world unnoticed. This great, amazing God who knows every hair on our head comes into the world unnoticed and meek and humble. And that's what we're celebrating this Christmas, remembering, oh yeah, Jesus' birth, that's great, but the humility of God and this great love that doesn't make sense, this love that defies reason, that we can't understand. That's what we're celebrating, a radical kind of love. And Jesus is trying to show us how to then love him in a radical way. He humbles himself to love us, so he calls us to humble ourselves to love him as well. And so the truth is, we need to be talking about this with our kids and making this the focus of our Christmas season, of our Christmas celebration. So there are some things that you can do to maybe get this theme into our Christmas celebration a little bit more. One idea would be to just go out on a drive with your kids, maybe somewhere where there aren't a whole lot of lights where you can see the stars. Maybe bring some blankets, hot chocolate, snacks, whatever, and coats definitely. And look up at the sky, look up at the stars, and just have a conversation about how great God is and the galaxies that he's made, and that he knows every star in the galaxy, every star in the sky, and yet he came as a little baby and humbles himself in that way. Just have a conversation about God, just right there with your family. Another thing that you could do, maybe go Christmas caroling. I know my family loves to go Christmas caroling. So go Christmas caroling to your neighbors, and when you leave each house, just ask them how you can pray for them and gather some prayer intentions to take with you during the Christmas season. The Christmas season actually begins on Christmas Day and ends January 6th, which is when we celebrate the Three Kings visiting Jesus. So you do have some time to do all of these different things. I know right now it feels like we're in the Christmas season right now, but really we're preparing for Christmas. So Christmas Day is really a day to just start celebrating Jesus, who did all these things. One thing that my family really loved to do, we do it every year, in addition to going to Christmas Eve Mass or Christmas Day Mass, Christmas morning Mass. Every Christmas Eve, my family would all gather together, and we would go to the Christmas tree, and we would kneel in front of the manger and just kind of like look at the animals and Jesus and Mary and Joseph, and just kind of reflect. And then we would all pray. My mom had us all take turns saying something and thanking God for something that he did for us this year, or a way that he loved us, a way that we experienced his love. And so we just have gotten chances to thank him for all the things that he's done in our lives. And that has been huge in really connecting Christmas to what it means. And the importance of Christmas is the radical love of God for us, that he would humble himself to such a small place in order to be with us and to be close to us. And then when you do go to Christmas Mass, whether it be Christmas Eve, midnight Mass, or Mass on Christmas morning, maybe just as a family, take a little bit of extra time to look at the nativity scene in the church that you're going to. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that your family finds ways to celebrate Christmas and remember Jesus' great love and his great mercy, his great sacrifice for us. And I hope that you have a very merry